We don't do the cool arrows anymore.
What's going on, people?
Wrong man, bro. And here's a funny part, and I hope he puts this in bloopers. I tried so hard this whole time to pitch the TV dolls, and every time he said cool arrows, I'm like, yeah, TV dolls, right? And just so he could like remember we start.
Oh no.
No, you see, the thing is, I need
This is What About It.
episode 2.
All right, let's try again. Ready? Take.
Two. What's going on, people? Welcome to episode 2 of What About It. Today I have the privilege and the pleasure of having my friends Marie and Erwin on the show for you guys from the TV Dolls, this little new project they've kind of underwent. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about that.
So my name's Erwin.
Okay.
And my name's Marie.
Yeah.
Oh, we doing this today. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You just went ahead and got 2 for the price of 1 for your second episode. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, he wanted a 3 for 1.
A 3 for 1.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, we should have done it on a Tuesday, 2 for 1 Tuesdays.
Oh, Taco Tuesday.
But Taco Tuesday.
Today's Saturday though.
Wait,
It's better than Taco Tuesday. All right. Go ahead and tell us about the project.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Well, so we kind of gone into sort of indie mode. I don't know, somewhere between like, what are we talking? Like,
So like a metric meets a Fantagram meets an Interpol meets Solis. If you haven't checked it out, check out his YouTube channel.
oh yeah.
That's what we're trying to grow, baby. It's a part of this whole thing.
I mean,
Yeah, no, we're excited about it. I think that people will resonate more with it. When we were doing the previous project with the Cool Arrows, it was very surf rock. People did enjoy it at the shows, but we started bringing new music in, and we were getting more feedback on that new stuff rather than the surfy stuff. People liked the surfy stuff, but they'd come up and they'd ask more about the new music. So we decided to make a new project around that sound, which is a very indie rock sound. We're excited about it. I think
it's interesting though.
it is interesting.
Actually, just starting the projects in general. The first project started around a song. The second project kind of started around another song.
So
But-
would you say that this is kind of like a concept album type of thing? Where like the whole thing kind of revolves around a particular idea or sound or riff or something?
No, it's more of the tone.
Tone.
So, funny enough, the first album, whenever my bandmates actually asked me, like, hey, so what kind of mode are you trying to, like, get into? They'd say, I tell them, I want you to want to keep driving faster. So the whole first Cool Arrows project was based on, like, an adrenaline full throttle rush. This one's more of, well, it revolves more around feelings than anything. So just because, I mean, we're human, right? We want to kind of bring a more humanistic approach to the music.
Speak
So
for yourself. Speak for yourself.
casting couch.
Ding, ding, ding. I think you need to get yourself oiled up.
No casting couch.
No casting
No,
couch?
no.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you mean cast? Okay. But yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're excited to show people that we'll be playing it soon for the first time. So nobody's really heard it.
Do you have a date though, or just kind of?
Yes. So not the release date for the album, but we do have our first show at the Continental Club
Oh, nice.
on May.
29th?
Don't think that's the date. Pretty sure it's the 19th.
19th. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, stay
Oh,
tuned,
yeah.
people. Like Erwin and Marie with the TV Dolls. I got it right this time. So, and actually, I forgot to wear my glasses. You see, Marie here had a long night last night. And so, in the name of solidarity, Erwin and I, because, you know, we're the angels of this particular trio right here, we're putting on glasses just so that.
I went to sleep at 8.
Hold on a second.
You went to sleep at 8. Wow. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Thanks.
It's-
Thanks,
I
guys.
haven't gone to sleep. So the whole purpose of this particular space that I want to create and develop a little bit further is taking a dive into a particular lyric or verse or what have you in a song, and asking yourself like, well, man, what does that say to me, or what does that mean to me? Because we all have different ways of interpreting words. Well, I mean, I've gotten in trouble because of that one. We all have a different way of interpreting a song meaning. What does it mean to us? And I find it interesting to just kind of listen to other people's take on a particular line or something, and how they relate it to a point in their lives, or just their circumstance, just anything. And so I wanted to create this space where I invite people to, and again, I don't know what they brought to this space today, and but I'm excited. And so I wanted to invite people into this little podcast to just kind of talk about a line from a song that they brought and what it means to them, and whatever happens. So I'm assuming both of you brought something
Individually.
individually.
Yeah. We're our own people.
I like that.
Speak for yourself.
I like that. Only because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you should lose your sense of identity, right?
Yeah, she tried.
I think I introduced myself as Erwin earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
You sure did. Oh my god. So who's going first?
He is.
Yeah, Marie is.
Marie is.
Oh,
Okay.
what? Yeah,
That
he
one.
is.
Actually, in all respect, Marie's actually the one that really does listen to lyrics. So I'm really interested to hear her insight in the lyric that she picked and hearing the conversation, just because I personally don't resonate with lyrics very much.
It's like, words are hard.
Well,
No, I mean, musically, he's definitely the one who's all about the music. It's all about the instruments, what's going on. For me, I'm always listening to lyrics.
And that's great, because I mean, the music can also transmit sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Lyrics can't.
I feel as though, and this is just how and this is also like my writing process, the music should be saying what the lyrics are saying, but if you can't feel those lyrics out, the music should make you feel it as you're listening to it. So this is why, it's a really good marriage, whenever I do end up writing with her, lyrically, just because, she'll say, yeah, this is what I'm feeling. She'll write based on, whatever the music's actually making her feel, which I really like. So, yeah, I actually do want to hear, her first.
Oh wait, hang on. So you don't even know what you two brought to the table. You don't know what she's gonna say, and it's I never know what she's gonna say. and you don't know what he brought.
Well,
to the table.
we thought in the fun of, your show, or the podcasts, that we'd keep it a secret, too.
That is awesome.
So we're
heck
okay,
yeah, I
well,
like that. I like
let's hear it, and I may come up with something super perverse or something super, wise. Probably not. Whatever the word is for that.
We might just pick the same lyric.
Profound.
Or we might be on the same wavelength. It's probably not going to be
No,
it.
it's not.
No, yeah.
We're never on
Okay,
the same
so,
page.
I mean,
No, but that's okay though. But that's why we like each other. Because if not, that'd be masturbation. Because
You do
it's
yourself.
like liking yourself. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
You're doing yourself,
because
so.
you won't do it to yourself. And,
Yeah. Well,
You find somebody to do it for you. Sorry, what?
she deep into your heart. When she did that.
now, how hard you look, that's the whole another thing.
Instead of using typical, he used hard. Keep that in mind. Subliminal messaging.
So what's up, Marie? What'd you bring for us today?
You listen to Arctic Monkeys
I don't.
at all?
I don't.
You
No.
need some water? We got some water.
Yeah, I got some right here.
Thirsty. Sorry, all that joking, I know.
All that joking leads to choking.
We're just gonna drink some water together. How about that? Solidarity.
All right.
Everybody's refreshed. We're good.
Everybody
We're back.
refreshed?
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Okay, so Arctic Monkeys. So I'm pretty sure Alex Turner is probably one of my favorite lyricists. And he's pretty clever. when it comes to writing songs, writing music. Are we?
He's like,
I
he-
said Alex Turner. He's like,
he,
the glass is
he,
coming
he
on.
understands me.
He understands. No, I mean,
Yes.
he's just clever. It's the way he writes. So, the song that I brought is called "There Better Be a Miracle," and it's off of their new album. And it's like a really emotional song. The lyrics are pretty short in general, but the music kind of takes you on this like super sad ride of emotions. And one of the lyrics that I really liked is he says, "Yesterday's leaking through the roof,"
That's a cool lyric.
and
The imagery too. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
yeah, like yesterday's leaking through the roof.
That's actually. Yeah, mine's not gonna be as good, guys.
just a heads up.
Just
So man, we started.
Foreshadow. You
we
can
sta-
skip
we
over my
started
part.
too strong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Just
good.
slow
That's good. It's
down.
good.
No,
That's
great.
good. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like that. I guess that whole song in general just makes me really sad. And even saying it right now, yesterday's leaking through the roof. I'm like
She's
always
about to cry.
having. I feel like I'm gonna cry. It's just like
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question. What about it? Like what about that particular? Like where does that take you, or what does that mean to you specifically?
it's. I mean, it's on a variety of things. So majority of it is being able to. You still can't sort of let go of certain things, whether it be emotional baggage issues or whatever. I'm always thinking like, you are the person you are today because of your experiences and everything else that's ever happened in life to you. So we're all sort of this collection of experiences as people.
Does it
I'm trying.
make you think of certain moments in your life when you hear that line? Is that why like it kind of brings you to that emotional state?
It's funny because I don't think about
Anything?
the moments in time.
But more how you felt during that time?
Yeah.
Oh, and is that what the music kind of like takes you on that ride?
Yeah.
So
So now I want to listen to this because like I'm trying to picture what kind of musical arrangement goes.
It's
with
it's
that.
very like
it's melancholic.
yeah.
Okay.
It's melancholic, and and you got to think about it when you're feeling down. You want to kind of pick yourself up. It's kind of this like, dun, 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 and that's kind of the ride, like dun 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 dun. So like very sweet notes, kind of like thinking of a better time while you're in your lowest point. And if I had to describe the music, like that's what I feel, because it's just like, and it there's bright moments where it just like comes up and it just comes back down, because that's how it is, right? When you're feeling down, there's moments of brilliance where you just feel out of that rut, and then just reality check, like I'm still here. It's still there. It still did happen, and the scars are there, and at the end there's that resolve, like, and that's okay, because that's how I become tomorrow's person.
Okay, no, that's interesting. Because to me, and I've heard this for the first time here, that particular line. You said the past is leaking through the roof?
Yesterday's leaking.
Yesterday's leaking through the roof. So, like, yesterday's obviously in the past. Now, if I think of a leak, I immediately just think of something like there's urgency there. Not necessarily an emergency, but just something that needs some kind of attention. So if yesterday's leaking through the roof, usually when something is leaking, it's like one drop at a time. Eventually it gets worse and worse because there's you'll see it spread across the ceiling over time, and I'm like, man, it's the accumulation. To me, this is how I interpret it. The accumulation of yesterdays could be an entire day or just little drops in time, if you will. And if you don't, there's a message there, to me at least. If you don't pay attention to something, it'll get worse over time.
Yeah.
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 If you're not aware of it, it will become an issue. You know, and I'm
But
like,
but you see, and I guess that's why like that line is so
Kinda
powerful.
brilliant.
Even I felt it, but it's just like that one line, and there's still several ones down. Even the chorus,
same song.
the
Same
line,
song.
the title of the song itself is powerful itself. Like
What's it called? Again?
So the song is called "There Better Be a Mirror Ball." However, when he's delivering it across the entirety of the song, it's like the whole song's about a breakup.
he wrote the whole album around the breakup,
Yeah. So
a bad breakup between him and whoever he was dating at the time.
and so there it's funny because a mirror ball. Whenever you think of a mirror ball, it's a disco ball, right? So so when he's singing it, he says, "There better be a mirror ball for me or for you." He'll change up the lyric and he'll say, you know, for me or for you. And the way that I always took that was, I wonder if what he actually means is, I wonder, when I think of a disco ball, I think of happy feelings, you know? So I'm wondering if he's saying, like, there better be a mirror ball, as in, like, there better be a light at the end of the tunnel. There better be some sort of place of happiness eventually for the both of us kind of deal. But I really don't know what he means. You know?
Or, I mean, you could have just left it open for you to interpret.
But and he does a good job with that.
Yeah.
Where it's very articulated and straightforward, but not. It's however way you want to take it, and I think that's why I don't know, lyrics are important. That's why I actually do like this idea that you have, just because it is really interesting. Just because, like, yeah, no, it is. You know, beauty's in the eye of the perceiver, if you will. Like, we can all three of us look at the same painting and say three different things. Like, oh, that has a nice elephant. And her being like, oh, I like the background. And you being like, you know, this is terrible.
A poor attempt at a zebra.
and that's what it is, right? Music's that versatile. That's why I was very interested. But I mean,
That's where they say is that a black zebra with white stripes or a white zebra?
is that a
with
blue
black
dress or a gold dress?
I mean,
It was a blue one, guys. Come on.
man, that's really interesting. And of course, like, most of these songs are completely new to me, and it's also like really fun for me to just kind of, also as a way to get introduced to more music.
Yeah.
So thank you. That's really cool. And then I listen to these on the way home, like the songs.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you like a little notebook or something. So you'll have to write down like every song
Oh,
that you collect from this thing.
okay, that's actually
Cool.
that's
A track
good idea.
list,
Yeah,
and you create it like.
man, you know what too? Like, I need to buy like a Polaroid camera and take like a Polaroid picture of that.
Oh, I have one. I'll
Date
give you one.
stamp.
I have an extra one.
Yeah.
Got you, man. Got you.
Yeah,
So-
man.
What'd you bring for us?
So I couldn't narrow it down to one. However, I narrowed it down to three, and I say this because I don't particularly resonate with lyrics very much, but there's three lyrical lines from three different songs that stuck out to me, have always stuck out to me, for whatever weird reason. I thought they were very clever.
When you say lyrical songs, you mean like there's more emphasis on the lyrics and not so much on the music, or what do you mean?
No, like I love the music. That's what brought me to there. But one lyric in particular made me stop listening to whatever I was feeling and start listening to the voice and say like, "Whoa, I like what they said there." And so that it's not the music that brings me back, but rather that lyric. Does that make sense? Because normally it's the music that brings me
So
back.
it's the music that got you there. It's the lyric that keeps you coming back.
Correct. For these three examples I'm about to give you, normally I'll listen to a song, read the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, I really don't like this song. This is a terrible song. It's actually the opposite effect. But for these three examples I'm about to tell you, and I'll say them all in sequence just because they all like relate. Okay, so the first one is off of Hey You from Pink Floyd. The very last.
Girl, I was listening to that on the way here. We were talking about
The very last line to "Hey You" is
I recognize
"United we stand, divided we fall,"
fall, yeah.
and I really love that line because it ties that whole like concept that they're doing for the wall, right? Because that's what it is, right? Fighting the machine, and it's actually, and this is as a people, right? Now, on the flip side, the Strokes have a song called "Someday," and in their chorus, it's "Alone we stand, together we fall apart." And so it's the opposite meaning, and I love that because everybody's always talking about, oh, to
like strength and unity.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this is like, hey, we're in a toxic relationship. How can I play on this like very popular saying? And what they did is just reverse it. I think it's very brilliant because it's alone we stand and together we fall apart because we're just not
Good for each other.
good for each other, and that's really cool. So the opposite end, and what was the third? Oh, and from the Arctic Monkeys, and I like the saying. It's from Fake Tales of San Francisco, off of their Whatever People Say I Am, or something like that. I forgot, but the lyric is, what is it? Blind. Was it? Love not only shows us that it's blind but deaf, something along those lines, which I really think it's really interesting. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Pull it up. Pull
These
it
Stand
are
by.
good. These are good.
Whatever.
But that's funny.
Sure.
So, well, it's funny on the first song. So for "Hey You," I was laughing. I laughed because I was like, oh, you said something in that moment to make me sing that song whenever I was testing the mic for you.
Uh-huh.
And you were like, I just listened to that song.
Yeah, 'cause
and then he just pulled that song up. It's just like so cool.
So I used to Pink
Such good
Floyd
taste.
Pink Floyd is one of my go-tos. After a gig, I mean, and you guys know all too well, you got that post-gig kind of adrenaline going, right? And your
Yeah.
ears are going, and for the whole duration of a set, whether it was an hour or like a 3 or 4 hour gig, you have music in your ears the entire time, and the crowd, you need a reset on the way home. I usually drive with the windows down for a little bit,
Yeah.
sometimes the entire way home. But at one point, I'll get to the point where I was like, okay, I need something to just bring me back down. Pink Floyd it's always been a good friend of mine on the way back home, and that particular song, along with like at least 7 or 8 others.
What's your favorite album?
Pink Floyd, The Division Bell.
Nice.
Yeah, The Division Bell.
That's good.
Okay.
I'm basic. I like Dark Side of the Moon.
I mean, yeah. That's
Actually,
great.
I actually really like Wish You Were Here. That's a very misunderstood album, and I really love it just because it's just very ambient. It's like less lyrics,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
No, for sure. I mean, I think Pink Floyd, I'll be honest, and me as a guitar player, David Gilmour is now one of my all-time favorites. But when I first listened to Pink Floyd, it was actually Dark Side of the Moon. I was probably in 6th grade, I think.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me at the time.
That's
and
okay.
And it wasn't until I reached high school that I was like, this is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Like what was wrong with me then? And I don't know, it's just a little side note. Now I couldn't imagine, not having it in my music upbringing, and how I like to write and interpret things as a musician.
What's your least
So-
favorite album?
From Pink Floyd?
Yeah. I have mine, and it's gonna be super controversial with people.
I mean,
Oh.
You know which
Oh,
one it is.
You want to fight? Okay, I think.
I don't
think
like that album.
I think I know what it is.
I would have to pull up the names, but probably some of their earlier stuff.
Oh, like the cow one?
Mm.
I heard that one's a really good one.
No, that
Atomic
one.
Monk?
I need
What do you got on your
visuals.
cashew?
I need visuals.
Whoa.
She works at night, guys.
That was my tip money. Sorry.
So we're not going to disclose the location of where she works for her safety.
I mean, I disclosed it all over social media for everybody to
People are
come
going to
out.
start hitting. I was like, what's her handle?
Yeah, no, sorry.
So some of like the early stuff, like I know Sith Barrett started this stuff, and I was like, man, I don't know. I can't quite digest it.
That's
Um,
okay.
It's okay. It's not for everybody.
That's understandable.
I can't digest it. I'll be honest. I do love this cover, though. I remember this cover.
Which one? Yeah, that's known as their best album.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Regarded as their best album.
Regarded.
I still haven't heard it in its entirety. I'd like to. But
Do you like that?
mine's The Wall.
Yeah. I do.
And it drives her crazy.
What?
The Wall.
Yeah, the wall.
The Wall?
The wall.
I'm not.
He doesn't like.
You don't like The Wall?
No.
Why?
It's just like. Nah, just it doesn't feel good when I hear it.
Oh man, Animals. Animals is a good one.
Animals.
Animals is a good one.
Jam.
That's a good
Wait, let
one.
me see what songs are in that. I forgot what songs are in this
Not much to go off
one. No,
of.
no. Like I thought I'd have to scroll like
Nope.
any other like Pink Floyd album, and then I was like, nope.
Five
Maybe
songs.
maybe
done.
I'd like The Wall
Dogs was-
if it was
If it wasn't so
strictly
high.
if it was strictly a movie and then that was the soundtrack. Then I'd like The Wall. But because it's a soundtrack, it's an album made into a movie. I believe that's the order. And if not, please don't hate me. I don't know this stuff. But but okay, I pulled up the lyric.
Oh yeah, no, good, good.
It is a proof that love's not only blind but deaf, which I really like. I
What's
really
the
like.
line before that?
Yeah, but his bird said it's amazing though, so it's all that's left is the proof that love's not only blind but deaf. But this is after. So, basically, what's happening before is they're telling them, "I don't want to hear you out," and it's because like they're telling this person like, you know, what they need to hear. But that's what love is, right? People always say love is blind, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also deaf because you don't hear what people are telling you.
You're
Like,
not
hey,
trying to listen.
You're not trying to listen to people's like warnings, like, "Hey, I don't think
Yeah,
this person's
exactly.
good for you."
Like especially if you love somebody, then you know you're gonna be deaf about, you know, somebody telling.
But
you
nobody
something
ever
to say.
says it, right? People always
Yeah.
say love is blind, but I love that line just
that's
because
cool.
nobody ever says
It's
it.
like a little extension of something we already kind of
Exactly.
say or know. That's awesome. So I got 4 songs to listen to on the way back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's a good. No. Again, thank you. Expanding my musical horizons. If
I
you
like
will.
that.
Well,
But,
you know one of them at least.
Yes. So I'll save that one for last. But it's kind of like my little ritual. I have to listen to them. Otherwise, the podcast is not complete. But yeah, no, man. Thanks so much for. Oh, we're in their studio, by the way. This is where they rehearse, where they write, hang out. I wish I could show you the entire thing. We're just showing you this little corner over here. But yeah, I might just pick up the camera
Yeah,
and show
just,
people
like,
a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Again, guys, this is good friends of mine, Marie, Erwin. I don't know if we're still doing the.
No, I'm Marie now.
Okay,
It's okay.
she's Marie now.
Hey.
At some point during these
I've always been
these
Erwin.
last 30 minutes, she went back to being Marie. Yeah, no, thank you so much. We look forward to hearing what kind of music TV Dolls are gonna put out, and yeah, I'll put down May 19th, right?
May 9th.
May 19th. Yeah.
May 19th on the
May
calendar.
19th.
Anything you want to leave these guys with? So we'll go with that.
No,
I mean,
this is brilliant. I really think you guys should spread the news about whatever this is that Roberts has going on, just because music is the thing that does keep us together, regardless of you agreeing with us or not in our
Yeah.
opinions. And I do think that, like, the more that you spread this out, the more we spread that love and message that he's trying to convey through this. So it's not about, like, you know, the guests that he brings on, but more of the whole kind of concept. But I think if I had to leave anybody with anything, it's just that. Tell your friends about this. If you know somebody that you know is musically talented and has good insight, like, you know, connect them with here, just because, you know, they deserve to be heard. So I think that's the only thing that I actually leave anybody with. And if you can, come check us out. The TV Dolls, we're on Instagram, and you know, we do appreciate any love and feedback. If you hate it, you love it. I mean, either way, we listen to it. And, you know, thank you again for having us here, just because this is exciting.
No,
As much exciting for us as it is probably for you.
my pleasure. My pleasure. Much love. All right. Thank you, guys. What did I say last time to close out?
Do we
said,
clap again?
No. You
No,
don't need
that's,
to
that's
do that.
only for opening.
Oh, do we go backwards?
Well, actually, you can. I never thought about this, but
And
technically,
many more.
you can do it in the end and then just like kind of like fast forward to the end. I don't know, but last time I said something about like, thanks for tuning in and stay tuned. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, tell people.
You need to come in with like a.
Yeah,
Click
I
like
need
and
a little line.
subscribe. Please click that little bell icon if we're on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and then like it pops up somewhere.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out
right
how
here,
to do that.
maybe here, where the those little
No, we
lilies
can
are.
all do
Yeah,
this right here?
right there. Yeah,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
See ya.